What's up, Grumpy Nation? How y'all doing this morning? Let's talk about organic this morning, just for a few minutes. What's organic? Let's start with a definition, a quick, easy definition. I mean, food products grown without synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, or GMOs, right? It's a little bit more to it, but that's basic, meaning all natural, right? So, check this out. You see a lot of stuff in these stores that say organic, right? But they're not really organic. They are organic-y. So let me give you an example. I drive an area on I-20 through Louisiana, right? Where they got the big industrial farm, corporate farming. A lot of that food, they gonna advertise organic. Why? Because it grow out the ground naturally, right? But them crop dusters be flying out there all year long, right? Spraying what? Synthetic fertilizer, GMOs. Why? For yield, right? They want big crops. They want not just bigger crops. They want abundant crops. You know, they want a lot of crops. They want pest control. I ride through miles and miles of fields of corn. Ain't no birds out there, y'all. They ain't no birds. They ain't no corn. Synthetic pesticides. Right? So, what are you saying, Grumpy? There's no such thing as organic? Yeah, it is. That's organic. See my little garden patch right there? I mean, my pepper patch still putting out sweet potatoes. Why is that organic, Grumpy? Because I don't put no pesticide. I don't put no fertilizer. I don't use GMO. Right? Now, what I'm saying is the big industrial farms, corporate farming, they can't even do organic. They too big. You understand what I'm saying? Show you again. See, you can't do that on the big level. You can't put peppers in the ground and water them by hand, and your sweet potato slips, plant them from other sweet potatoes on a big scale and do it cheap, right? You gotta have a lot of people. That's a big operation. Corporate farming, keep that word in mind, ain't about quality, more so quantity, money, okay? Corporate farming. That's what corporate America is. They about the bottom line. So real organic gonna come from smaller farms, homesteaders, that type of thing. That's where you're gonna get real organic. Why? Because they can do it. For example, like, you see my chickens over here, they need space, right? They need to run around and scratch. You know, they need to chase after their worms and whatnot. You know, they need to be free a little bit. But see, on the corporate level, they can't do that. Why? Because they need thousands and thousands and millions of chickens. You see what I'm saying? In one space. So they may say organic, which mean like, yeah, well, you know, we don't keep them in a cage. Well, that still ain't organic. But they'll say it's organic because they cage free. So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You know, these folks got lab grown butter, man. Carbon butter. I don't even know what the hell that is. You got to look it up. Carbon butter. Lab grown meat. A lot of this stuff, man, now they are FDA done already proved some of this stuff. It's in the grocery stores now. You don't even know you're eating it. Because they ain't even got to label it like that. Right? I don't want to go too deep. I don't want to get I'm going to make the video too long, but I'm just trying to give you some pointers on what real organic is. You're going to pay for it. They're going to tell you, oh, they're going to put that organic label. They're going to put that grass-fed on there. Grass-fed just mean that they fed the meat grass. That don't mean that it was out in the pasture. You know, they bale up grass. It's called hay. That's grass-fed, but grass fed in the pen. You see them getting that? That ain't organic. That ain't pasture raised. That ain't the cows that you see when you driving out there in middle America and cows out there for miles and miles and land. See, that ain't, they make you think that, oh yeah, that's what I'm getting when they say grass fed. No, it ain't. See what I'm saying? So, fall season, baby, feel good out here. You know, things still going in the garden, but we moving into the next phase, man. Finna get the Piggly Wigglies out here, clear out some land for me. And we got some other projects, so y'all stick with your boy. We gonna keep it popping around here. Catch you on the next video.